Hello everyone, and welcome back to Clocked In with the Press, hosted at Altman Studios in Brentwood, California. In this podcast, we highlight news stories, individuals, and organizations that deserve your attention. For full news stories and to stay updated on the latest Contra Costa County happenings, you can visit our website and Facebook at thepress.net or our Twitter and Instagram at PressClockedIn. This is your host, Caitlin Gleason, clocking in. For the first top story of the week, state officials have announced that mask mandates will be lifted for unvaccinated individuals in most settings on March 1st, and a new mask policies will be rolled out for schools and child care facilities on March 12th. The changes mean that masks will no longer be required for unvaccinated individuals, with some exceptions on March 1st, but will be, quote, strongly recommended, unquote, for all individuals in most indoor settings, officially announced on February 28th. Additionally, masks will not be required in schools and child care facilities beginning March 12th, but will remain, quote, strongly recommended. Masks will remain required for everyone in high transmission settings like public transit, emergency shelters, healthcare settings, correctional facilities, homeless shelters, and long-term care facilities. Officials noted that local jurisdictions may impose additional requirements beyond the state guidance. Next, the Heritage Robotics team reached the finals of the first Tech Challenge Northern California qualifier event in Folsom on February 12th. The squad also earned second place in the category of Most Innovative Robot Design. The Patriots competed against 15 other teams from the Sacramento and Bay Area. Next, a man who had apparently been shot was found dead by the Contra Costa Sheriff's Office while serving a search warrant at a home on the 1400 block of Carpenter Road on the morning of March 2nd. 2 suspects are currently under arrest. According to Oakley Police Chief Paul Beard, quote, upon entry, sheriff's deputies found a deceased person under suspicious circumstances, so they brought the Oakley Police Department out there. 2 suspects, an adult male who was a resident of the home and an adult female, were taken into custody. While the initial search warrant was being served for drugs and weapons, an officer on scene disclosed that they have visited this residence for suspected domestic violence in the past. Sheriff's deputies and Oakley police are leading a joint investigation into the apparent shooting. Next up, a high-speed chase through Antioch ended abruptly when the fleeing vehicle collided with another vehicle at the intersection of Hillcrest Avenue and Laurel Road, injuring the occupants of both vehicles. Shortly after midnight on March 1st, Antioch police located a vehicle on the 4000 block of Lone Tree Way that was related to an armed robbery and carjacking in Cupertino. The driver of the vehicle, identified as Anthony Valdez Jr., 22, initially complied with orders during the traffic stop before fleeing the scene with police in pursuit. The chase ended when the vehicle driven by Valdez struck another vehicle in the intersection, resulting in injuries of both parties. Valdez sustained non-life-threatening major injuries, according to the report, and was treated at the scene by medical personnel, while his passenger, Kiara Vasquez, also 22, was described as having minor injuries. Both were transported to an unspecified hospital. The driver of the other vehicle, an unidentified 58-year-old Sacramento man, was also transported to an unspecified hospital for minor injuries. Next up, the Byron Teachers Association, or BTA, and the Byron Union School District have reached an impasse in negotiations over a teacher salary increase. While this does not mean a strike is imminent, it does mean that BTA has rejected the district's best and final offer of a one-time 4% salary increase in hopes of still obtaining its goal of a cost of living adjustment of 5.3%. Since the negotiating teams from the district and BTA have been unable to come to a decision, the association has filed for impasse. This move will bring in an outside mediator to help discussions continue productively. School Superintendent Dr. Reyes Gana said that discussions have been pleasant and professional, and he and his team look forward to a resolution soon. BTA President Carrie Hollister said the teachers are the lowest paid of the nearest 20 school districts, which she and her fellow educators find frustrating. Erin York has taught in BUSD for 22 years and said there hasn't been an adequate raise in some time. While 1.5% and 2% salary increases were given in 2019 and 2020 respectively, no increases were given in 2017, 2018, or 2021. Lastly, the Safeway Foundation awarded $3,000 donations to East County nonprofits Delta Community Services and Hope House as part of its grand reopening ceremony at both Brentwood locations to commemorate the newly designed stores on February 23rd. Safeway's senior management, Brentwood Mayor Joel Bryant, and residents were in attendance. Delta Community Services strives to enhance the quality of life for residents of Far East Contra Costa County through service projects and programs, according to its website. Hope House Ministry is a food and clothing distribution ministry serving more than 1,300 residents in Antioch, Bethel Island, Brentwood, Byron, Discovery Bay, Knightson, and Oakley, according to its website. That's it for today's episode of Clocked In with the Press. I appreciate you taking the time to listen in, and I look forward to speaking with you in future episodes. If you would like to read more stories of Contra Costa County, you can do so through our website at www.thepress.net, through our Twitter and Instagram at PressClockedIn, or through our Facebook at thepress.net. Contact us with your thoughts on this episode or any episode before it. That's all that I have for you today, and I will speak with you all next time. This is Caitlin Gleason, clocking out.